Hey everyone, so with Portal 2 coming out next week, I figured I'd go back a little bit to the original Portal. I mean, here we are. This is Portal 1 for the PC, a game that I hold very, very near and dear to my heart as just an excellent all-around game. I love the hell out of this game. It is one of my favorite games, actually, for a number of reasons, but you know, this is a very, very interesting game. I'm going to wait till we go into this test chamber here, because then GLaDOS is going to start talking over me. This is actually one of my favorite test chambers, because I think this is the moment in the game where it really hit me with the writing and the way the gameplay was going. Was, you know, whatever. We'll get there. So Portal is a really crazy game. You know, it's, for those of you who don't know, you got these portals. We'll get more than that in a little bit. That you can just kind of shoot one here, one there. Just go through this one, you'll come out that one. And there's a bunch of different puzzles with different scenarios, different things like that are worked into this kind of like comedy infused like crazy story. It's a huge thing. You know, there's a lot into it. If you haven't played Portal, just do it. Just go ahead and get it. It's super cheap on Steam right now. I'm sure you can get it also in the orange box for the Xbox 360 or PS3. Just get it. It's it's awesome. And you're definitely going to want to play this before Portal 2, which is looking to be even better. So, yeah, enough about my rambling on that. This kind of started out as a student project from DigiPen. DigiPen being kind of like a school that I believe it's in Washington, mainly because Valve kind of goes there every year and use their school projects for like different student groups and kind of looks at, you know, for prospective talent. There was one game that was being made as a project called Narbacular Drop, which was much the same concept of having a gun or like a device that creates a portal here, creates a portal there, you can go through them and all this stuff and going through different puzzles. Valve loved this idea so much that they offered them a job on the spot, just right away. You know, hey, would you guys like a job at Valve? And this is kind of the result of all that, is Portal. Now, this kind of came as an unexpected surprise for a lot of people, me included. Even though I was as interested in it, I was just so. There's just so much I could talk about this game. Let me focus for a sec. Basically, this game, from its very announcement, I was totally stoked about it. I couldn't wait for this game. So much so that when the orange box actually unlocked on Steam, I had three choices. I had this, Team Fortress 2, or Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Three really awesome games put into one package that was ridiculous, but I went with this first. I immediately just booted this up in the morning and started playing it and did not stop until I was done. At which point I then went talking to everybody I know, just going nuts about this game after, you know, the credits and everything, and the song that everyone, you know, Still Alive, everyone knows that. That moment was huge for me in gaming. It was just, I was freaking out about how much this game actually affected me, about how much I loved this game. I just had a ton of fun. I loved the hell out of it. And people thought I was crazy. A lot of people thought I was crazy that day, because they were like, what are you talking about? Portal? Wait, is that Valve game? What? Who cares, dude? Shut up. Companion Cube? Just what? Dude, go away. Go away. And, you know, they thought I was crazy, and then they played it, and they're like, oh, dude, this is crazy. Ah! You know, they just freaked out, too. And that's kind of one of the great things about Portal, is that, you know, it took everyone by surprise, and everyone loved the hell out of it. So, you know what, I'm going to start moving in. I know I've been talking for like 4 minutes here. Let's actually do some portaling. So I'm going to move in here, and GLaDOS is going to introduce this test chamber.
Due to mandatory scheduled maintenance, the appropriate chamber for this testing sequence is currently unavailable. It has been replaced with a live fire course designed for military androids. The Enrichment Center apologizes for the inconvenience and wishes you the best of luck.
Now, that's just one of the things I love about this game, is the writing and the humor involved with that. You didn't really expect that too much when going into this. They were very I don't really, the best way to put this is, they're very reserved about talking about Portal and how like stuff like this went down initially when it was first announced, because I think they wanted to keep that a surprise. They wanted people to go into this and be like, oh, this is hilarious. And, you know, they knocked it out of the park. So this is the first level that introduces these guys, the turrets. You can hear they're kind of like whispering. So these guys, they're pretty vicious, especially if you're in front of them. They have a target on you. It's not good, but you grab them, they're not much of a threat. You drop them, they're even less of a threat. They just kind of go up and say, I give up. So, where portals come into play here is, first off, you have, I'm going to just put a portal here.
Activated.
So I can see behind this dude. Actually, whoop, wrong way. One of the follies of this game is you can kind of mix up which portal's which. But yeah, I just get behind them here, pick them up, drop them. They're done. I could also just put a portal under them and just like have them flip out that way. In fact, I'll do that with this one.
Who's there?
Well, or you know what?
Still there?
Hey, what's up?
Target lost. Put me down.
And you know, you can kind of go about a lot of these puzzles in different ways. You know, it gets more open-ended as the game progresses, to where there's just so many things going on at once. There's a lot of different things. Yeah, he wants me dead. Yeah, you can see here. There's like, this is one of the first little open areas here, and there we go. Where it's like, this is the moment where it's obvious something's up here. You know, you got all this manic writing on the wall. Looks like someone was trying to hold up in here. Previous test subject. You know, there's just these little bits, and none of this stuff is really very overtly talked about in the game. In fact, it's just, you're there for you to discover and interpret what you want from it. And that's another thing I like this game. Hey, little X. Wonder what that means. Ah, see? Ooh. And you know, it's just a lot of that quick stuff. Like, once you start getting used to the portals and how they work, you get a lot of interesting stuff like that. Whoa! Got a little too far here. There. Let's keep moving here. Now with this, I have all these cubes right here. I can go about and do the same way I've been doing before, just like getting behind them, picking them up, and dropping them. Or, you know, I can drop some cubes on them. It's all up to me with this puzzle. Or just, yeah. Oh. And there are also some areas, of course, you cannot put a portal, otherwise it would just be weird. Hey, I'm just gonna drop this guy. Oh. There we are. And that's done. You know, these are just like some of the earlier levels. It gets fairly simple from here. Whoa. Do not want that. So what we can do here. Whoa, whoa. You know what, let me, while I'm here, I want to show you something, one of my favorite things here. Whoa, quite a line there. This is one of the cooler things. Just be able to kind of do an infinite drops, stop them like that. There's a lot of neat things you can do like that. Portals are neat. Oh, can't do it over there.
Please put me down.
Whoa. Yeah, it didn't work out so well. But yeah, this is one of the earlier chambers.
Well done, Android. The Enrichment Center once again reminds you that Android Hell is a real place where you will be sent at the first sign of defiance.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt that. It's fun, just fun stuff. We're going to be moving on to another test chamber, which also a lot of people who played this game will probably remember as the Companion Cube test chamber. I'm probably not going to go through the whole thing. Want to leave a little bit for you in case you haven't played the game. I'm not going to spoil what happens. Needless to say, horrible things happen at the end of this chamber.
The vital apparatus vent will deliver a weighted companion cube in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, there we are. Everyone's favorite character from Portal, the Companion Cube.
This weighted companion cube will accompany you through the test chamber. Please take care of it.
So this is a neat little. I mean, I almost like it's like almost like a cooperative puzzle with you and the cube, which is totally weird. You you need the cube
The
to survive
symptoms
this
most
one.
commonly produced by enrichment center testing are superstition, perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucinations. The enrichment center reminds you that the weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you and, in fact, cannot speak.
Oh! I kind of guessed there at the last second that I just screwed up, and that one of those things it would hit me. And it did. Live recording, people. Live recording. We'll be back in a sec.
Companion cube
There we
will
go.
never threaten to stab you and, in fact,
So, let's try this again.
cannot speak.
Ah! Figured this one out. There we go. But yeah, this just is a lot of stuff about this game that it's just, and it gets totally crazy later on. There's just some puzzles later on that when I was first playing, I was just kind of like, what am I supposed to do? You know, it's not as like straightforward as some of these may seem. These are, like I said, some early ones. If you have not played Portal, oh my God, you're missing out. Totally play it. But yeah, this is truly a game that is near and dear to my heart. I love the hell out of it. Cannot wait for Portal 2. I'm definitely going to get some video content up on that. Look forward to some co-op videos that we're going to be going. In fact, for that one, I'm going to go through all through co-op. That's the plan anyway. Record the whole thing. Should be fun. Hope you'll join me on that. And hey, in case there are any specific test chambers you'd like me to do over the next week, because I got nothing going on until Portal 2 comes out. Hey, let me know. Maybe I'll record a video and you can watch me get angry at it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.